At 6.
Thousands of Americans convicted of simple possession of marijuana under federal law are set to be pardoned. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Cherie Skipson. Yesterday, President Biden called on governors to issue similar pardons for those convicted of state offenses, but will Governor Edwards do it?
That's a big question, and Lily Cummings is joining us in the studio with the answer to that and what it means for Louisiana. It's a big question.
It is a big question. It's something that we asked Governor Edwards just this morning at an unrelated event. We learned that while this may come as good news for thousands with a federal conviction, it may not change much for municipal and state charges. At an event today, Governor John Bel Edwards called the president's move to pardon thousands convicted of simple possession of marijuana under federal law right. But the governor won't issue similar pardons for those convicted of state offenses.
I do not have plenary authority to grant a pardon. So if someone wants a pardon in Louisiana, and this is a matter of the Constitution, they have to apply to the pardon board for the clemency.
The Louisiana Board of Pardons told us that the application process is the only way for a state marijuana conviction to be dismissed, unless a blanket pardon like Biden's becomes legal under Louisiana law, and that would take a move from the legislature. Before going to Congress, U.S. Representative Troy Carter served in the Louisiana legislature. He thinks the law needs to change on both the state and federal levels.
As you know, in Louisiana, we have medical cannabis that's available. We have flower that's available. I suspect that recreational will be not too far behind.
In the meantime, the New Orleans City Council adopted an ordinance last year that allowed people to smoke cannabis in public places, receiving a ticket for a Smoke-Free Air Act violation rather than a drug summons.
We've seen a decrease in possession of marijuana charges coming through municipal court.
The ordinance also aimed to pardon thousands already convicted or facing minor cannabis possession charges.
We still have thousands of citizens that are being impacted by possession of marijuana charges. This is an impediment to everyday living, to work, to jobs, to housing. This is not something that needs to be following people around.
With the overwhelming majority of marijuana convictions being state and municipal offenses, the Orleans Public Defender's Office wants to see more done on a local level.
If we're really going to tackle the problem of those racial disparities and the inequities of the war on drugs, we need to go beyond just the work on the federal level, but also tackle that work on the state and local level.
Some attorneys tell us there may be a way that the pardon board could give a mass pardon recommendation to the governor, allowing Edwards to follow Biden's lead. I reached out to those who may be opposed to pardoning marijuana convictions but did not hear back, including the Louisiana Sheriff's Association, who has been against the decriminalization of marijuana in the past. I was told they were unavailable today for a comment.